Hey guys, welcome back. It's me, Shane. I'm here to give you another Yashahime Princess Half Demon episode review and recap. Today's episode is episode 19, Princess Aya's Beniyasha hunting. I honestly forgot what happened last time, and then I remember, oh yeah, Shishomaru showed up. I think I remember. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't remember what happened. And thank you for some magic. I actually do remember Shishomaru did show up, and we got showdown between him and Kiramaru for a short time, and just the girls are just weak. That's just what we're gathering from this. Kiramaru doesn't even see them as a threat, but I hope that this would mean they would try to get stronger. Well, in this episode, you'll just see. Let me just run down and tell you what happened. But before that, please remember to hit the subscribe button. Please hit the notification button as well. I really do appreciate you showing up. So this time we get the Demon Slayers. I believe they thought they were called by the Emperor, who was that guy who had captured Toa, had the stupid demon, three-eyed demon crow with him. That guy. We find out it's that guy at the end. It wasn't him. It was his daughter, and his daughter is offering them to be part of the royal guards, the royal forces, which means money, stability, money, always jobs, things of that nature. And because Kohaku wasn't there at the moment, Hisu says he's filling in, and he agrees to take it. Excuse me. And this princess, she's very boisterous. Like her laugh is ah ha ha ha. So it's a ah ha ha ha. That's anytime you get a character like that, they're either going to be golden or they're going to be just a straight ass. You'll find out at the end which one she is. So she's very boisterous. She wants to have this competition put together, and it'll be between them and these bounty hunters. And you see Moroha there. Well, these four characters that you can't see all that well. First person shows up is the lady. Her name is the lady. It has a cleft chin. It looks like a man. I don't even, if I look back here, yeah. There's no definable female features. This is your archetypal, stereotypical Okama character in anime. If you don't know what Okama is, it's a term and a phrase that's usually used for, like, I guess for lack of better words, how would I say it? I'm not trying to be offensive here, guys, but in Japanese culture, it's not like a transgender. It's straddling the line of transgender, but it is in the framing of here are these gay guys. They dress like women, or they act like women. If this was a totally different video, I'd give you a rundown of those terms and what they meant. But this is a review. So the lady, who's not really the lady's there. There's the ninja, the archetypical ninja. Guy has a headband that says, "Oh, I'm sneaky, sneaky." You have the granny character, who to me looks like a bootleg Baba from Dragon Ball. I mean, it's the character that floats on the crystal ball, and I don't even know what her job would be in Bounty Hunters. And then you have the archetypical at the guy at the end. This guy here, the muscle. He has the pop collar. He's supposed to be the meathead. I guess he's supposed to be the Chad, but these guys aren't even really important. And then you get Moroha being dragged in by the attendants, the guards, and they're wondering. The Demon Slayers are wondering why is Moroha there. Jubei suggested that she use Moroha because, well, we heard there was someone special on their side. Of course, they're talking about Setsuna. And after, excuse me, and after this wonderful, I'm actually getting used to the intro. The new intro is actually pretty nice. And after this intro, uh, the Demon Slayers talk to Setsuna. Setsuna's only thing is don't tell Toa. And the others had actually asked Hisu beforehand, "You think this is okay for us to do this?" And Hisu wants to pay back Kohaku's kindness. His uncle is basically always taking care of them. With this, they'll be set, and he just really he wants to show some type of gratitude to them. And apparently, and this is crazy. Apparently, Takeshio was there talking to Moroha, saying, "Well, you do this. more your dead will be knocked off. Like, Moroha doesn't even want to do this to begin with, whatever this contest is. And so later on, Toa wakes up. She sees Moroha packing the backpack, and she's wondering, oh, hey, where you're going? She said, oh, she was told not to tell her. She's like, oh, just gonna go out, do a thing. This battle or something going on. So, I'll see you later. And Toa's like, oh, okay. Wait a minute, a battle. And she runs out. Moroha's already on top of Takachio. She said, tells him she's going to give him some of those rock, paper, scissors, jockin' chocolates or whatever that he likes. Takachio's always annoying. Anyway, Moroha says, Toa is like, okay, well, let me get Setsuna. Setsuna's not where she's supposed to be. Kirara comes out, and Toa's like, Kirara, we got to find Setsuna. I think Moroha is going to be in trouble. Off to a rollicking good start. So the Demon Slayers are already lined up. They're already waiting. Moroha's already there and waiting. Actually, before we get to this point, the Demon Slayers gave Takachio a letter to give to Moroha. So, I wonder what that is. And they all do the lady, the ninja, the granny, the muscle. They do their intro. And it's, Sentai-esque, where they do the poses. They force Moroha to do her own introduction as well. And she's just like this pose kind of thing, which is sure, because this is honestly going to be the last time you see of them, because the Demon Slayers just start throwing oil pots, which are basically bombs, and they're bombing the area because the bounty hunters had set up a fake castle, I guess, for this whole contest. The contest is, nothing's really been well defined. It's just defeat one another. I don't there was really no rules put in place, like what could and could not be done. So, oil bombs. Pots are already setting the fake castle on fire, and it's so dumb because the muscle guy, as soon as the bomb starts, he's like, don't worry, I'll go take care of it. Moroha's like, I don't think you understand what's happening. When the explosion starts, the super castle falls over. These stupid posers run. That's it. We don't see them anymore. We don't see these dumb stereotypes ever again. Which, by the by, when talking about Okama characters, one of my favorite characters is from One Piece. It's Mr. 2 Bond Clay. Bond Clay he uses a fighting style called Okama Kempo. He is a cool ass character. This is a piece of trash. Just putting it out there for anybody that may or may not complain. I really don't care. I just want to tell you what happened. But yeah, that trash. Lady trash. Get out of here. Actually, there's even better characters. If you watch the Impel Down arc for One Piece, the Okama characters in there are so cool. There's one character that's black and white that shifts between both genders at will because of the one giant big head character that is more or less a reference to Rocky Horror Picture Show. Like, their ability is to make people switch genders, and they openly switch whatever the hell they want to be. So that's a better representation and much cooler than this crap. I digress. So Toa is on her way. Toa's on top of Kirara. They have a beeline, and they see Moroha, who is now surrounded by fire after the castle has fallen. The fake castle has fallen, and they get Toa up. Toa gets Moroha out of there. Meanwhile, we have Setsuna, who looks more annoyed than normal. And they're saying, "Oh man, Toa, no." Hisu's like, "Did you tell her? Did you tell her what's going on?" And Setsuna says, "I told her, don't tell her." Well, don't worry, I'll take care of her. I'll handle all this. So, Toa is telling the Moroha, saying, "We got to go get the Demon Slayers. Maybe they can help you." And Moroha's like, about that. Setsuna appears, saying, "I need to defeat Moroha." Toa's just completely against. She's like, "I don't know why you guys are fighting, but you need to stop it." And make sure I get to my notes over here. And Toa is just greatly confused about what's going on. Hisu just tells others, "Keep going. We've already come this far. Just keep throwing the bombs." So they're throwing the bombs. This is just all absurd. The princess she's loving every minute of this. The only time she's not loving is when, the three princesses are talking to each other. She's like, "What's up with all this talking? Let's get more with the fighting." And Toa says she's just gonna go ahead and talk to the other demon slayers, talk to them, and just get this thing settled. Setsuna's telling her, "Don't meddle." She says some really messed up stuff like, "Who?" When Toa says that they're on the same team, Setsuna says, "Who says that?" And Moroha's in the background just nodding her head, but she's saying, "Who says we're on the same team? If you get in the way, I'll defeat you too." And while Setsuna's doing the swiping and Toa's just backing up, it gets to the point where I think she actually does knock down Toa, and actually Moroha saves her from the Scourge of Swallows technique. And Moroha's even like, "Don't you think this is going a little bit too far?" And they start to clash. And let's see, what does Hisu? Hisu says, it's time for them to move in. Takachio appears. I guess he has a part in this whole plan. And we get the Crimson Dragon Wave versus the Cyclone Burst. Toa gets in between the clash and slashes with her own energy sword. And the rest of them appear, and they're saying, this is our job. Just like Setsuna said, she's appearing as a member of the Demon Slayers. This is their job. We have to defeat Moroha. And Toa just straight up stands up and saying, "Fine, I will protect Moroha from all of you. We're not dealing with this." And as more bombs drop, there's a bomb that particularly starts to follow uh, Moroha and bonks her on the head, and it doesn't go off. This is when the Demon Slayers come up to, I guess, explain the situation about what's going to happen, which they don't explain anything. Can't even use quotation marks because they don't explain it. And I guess whatever plan is going to happen between Takachio and Moroha is going to happen soon because she bonks him in the head. This is then when Toa says she'll protect herself. Hisu throws the big boomerang. We get an initial dodge, but on the rebound, Moroha jumps in between, gets hit, and you see a little poof when she gets to the grass. Well, the princess is just laughing her butt off with the ah ha ha. I'm gonna say ah yeah ha ha ha. That whole get up, and one of the attendants says, "So you really gonna let them be part of the force?" And she says, "Of course not. My father wouldn't go for that. It's just I'm doing this because her own entertainment." And Kohaku comes from behind and says, "Is that right?" And they're all like, "Oh crap, we've been found out." So Toa goes behind the grass. She's cradling Moroha. She's like, "Why are you all doing this? Is making money that important to you that you would do all of this?" And she's deeply upset to the point where now Moroha comes from the grass, and she's like, "Well, wait, if you're here, who am I holding?" It's Takachio. Disguises himself as Moroha. He has this little elixir that disguises his own scent. And excuse me for that. I'm sorry. Uh, anyway, he has this thing that disguises his scent, so even people you wouldn't be able to tell who that's him anyway. They all come up and say, this was a stage fight. This is for an opportunity for us to make to join the Emperor's forces. Make some good money, get a steady job, be able to just take care of everybody. And wrote this down in here. And Kohaku appears to tell them the truth and says that's not what's gonna happen. And he says, "Well, dang uncle, I'm trying to do this because you've done so much for us, so we can just be set." And Kohaku gives all three of them, his nephew included, gives them the three demon slayers a lecture, saying they don't slay demons for one person to take care of them, or for them to just only do it for one person, or just get paid, or just have money and all this. You do it because you're supposed to do it to take care of everyone. What they're doing is something noble, is not just for pay. And he said, remember that, which is a really good lesson for them. Later, we see that the emperor is scolding his daughter, saying, "Why would you even do this?" And apparently, when the princesses were escaping the castle, they ran by her and either they dirtied her kimono or they made a spring pop out of place or something. It looked like something just popped my brain. And she says, I'll never forgive them. I'll get them back for that. And he's like, even still, there's some things you just can't do. Of course, she does the fake tears, and he's exasperated. She makes a face behind. I do not like characters like that because if Moroha and the Demon Slayers and Toa, if they all weren't already acquainted, they weren't already close, someone legitimately could have died. She is one of the worst type of princess characters. I typically like. There's typically good. There's good bitchy characters and there's bad bitchy characters. This is the bad kind. The kind that are just assholes. Do not like them. Never like those type of characters. Good bitchy's great. There's tons of great bitchy characters. She's the type of person that there's probably gonna be an episode where they have to save her, where the princesses have to save her. And it's gonna be one of the things like I really don't want to save her because I don't like her. Her dad. If this was Inuyasha, and in 3 episodes her dad will be killed and she'll be sad and they'll have to help her stupid self. This was Inuyasha. This is not Inuyasha. This is Yashahime. So we'll see what happens in the future. Seems like not a lot of things really happen. I digress. As sun is setting, Toa's walking ahead of the girls, and there's Moroha saying, "Hey, we didn't tell you because you're a really bad liar." And Setsuna says, Toa just doesn't understand business. And she turns around and looks at them. She's just really serious. This is the most serious that she's looked at these two, I think, in a while or ever. And to the point where they both get the anime sweat drops on the side of their faces. She runs up to them, hugs them both. She says, "I'm just really, really glad you guys are okay." And she's just holding them. At this point, both of them just feel completely guilty because they'd rather her be mad at them. Because at her core, Toa just didn't want them to fight. And when it looked like they were going to gang up on Moroha, she wasn't going to let that happen. Next episode, apparently going to go a little bit into Setsuna's backstory. We're going to find out apparently about a village of half demons. We're going to see this character kind of looks like one of Naraku's incarnations. Like she wears like the short bob with the long hair, kind of like that girl, the girl with the mirror, but she's tan skin. I think she's probably an interpretation of the Yuki Anna demon, probably. But we'll see some friendly half demons with half demon veg. We'll see Moroku. We'll see Setsuna go out of control. I'm actually looking forward to that. This episode here gets a 3.5. 3 is average. This episode was getting towards average, and it was getting towards what I would have called filler if there was a manga, but there isn't a manga. And the reason why I gave it that 0.5 is because good job, Toa. Like, she would have fought her sister, her own twin sister, for the fact that her cousin was being ganged up on, regardless of the situation. Why are you trying to hurt her? There's something else you all can do, but I'm not going to let you get her. And she showed genuine concern when Moroha was hurt. It's actually been the thing I've been complaining about. Like, why doesn't anybody care? She actually cared. And I appreciate that. She went looking. It wasn't just all about, oh man, butterfly this, butterfly that, or, how to work towards fixing this. It's, man, she said there's a battle. I don't want her going alone. I need to grab people with her. Okay, I still don't understand what's going on. Forget this. You're not going to hurt her. I love it. That's why that's the type of it's not character development or character growth. It's showing and explaining the type of character they are. You need moments in episodes like this where you show this individual's personality. This I hate to say character, but you show this character's personality, traits, and things of that nature. We kind of got a little bit of that with Moroha when it came to her master. We kind of got a little bit of that with Setsuna when it came to the lake. When it came to the lake and the kids that lost their parents to the lake monster, we get bits and pieces of those, and in between those we get really great battles. This was like average kind of fight kind of thing, but showing other personality is what really brings it close to a 4. If If this wasn't a waste of time for all of them, could have been better. I'm glad we haven't forgotten about Hisu or Kohaku or the other two. I'm pretty sure those other Demon Slayers have names. I just don't care to learn them. But yeah, guys, 3.5. 3.5 out of 5. Tell me, what did you think of the episode? Are you are you enjoying it? I really thought I was going to come down harder on this, but showing personality is an important thing. More animes need to do that outside of like gut wrenching moments like, oh man, the character's about to die. Let's show the type of individual this character is. No, you need moments like this where it's to them it's a serious moment, but there's some levity behind it. So again, let me know what you think of the episode. Comment in the comment section down below. Hit the notification bell to get notified of more videos like this, and of course, click that share so you can share and show all your friends. Show them on Facebook, Twitter. Can you share things on TikTok? I don't know. I don't have a TikTok, but just share, share, share. Show them how great these videos are. I do these every Saturday for you. I'm gonna try to increase uh, the amount of animes that I try to review to you as well. Maybe try to. I hate that we use the word binge, but try to get through some of the ones that already have their seasons over with. I'm actually looking into watching uh, what's it called, the Dragon Quest Die story. I'm hearing that's a really good one, so I'm probably gonna try to find a day to sit down and watch that one. So again, guys, thank you for your time. I really appreciate you being here. Please remember to wash your hands, wear a mask, be good, be blessed, be good to yourself, be great to others. Please, as always, Black Lives Matter. Happy Black History Month, and I will most definitely see you next time. What the heck is going on with the plot, though?